Have you ever noticed that as people get older, they often start declining invitations to parties, gatherings, and big social events? It might seem like they're just tired, but could there be something deeper at play? I used to assume it was all about slowing down, but now in my 70s, I've come to realize there's so much more to it. In this video, I'll share 7 reasons why aging naturally leads to a greater sense of independence. This isn't about loneliness or isolation. It's about discovering a new kind of freedom and inner peace that comes from truly understanding yourself. If you've ever questioned why you feel drawn to a quieter life, stick around. You may see this transition in a whole new light. One of the first things that changes is the comfort you find in your own company. As you age, something profound happens. You develop a deeper relationship with yourself. It's like finally meeting the person you've been with your entire life and realizing you don't need constant validation, chatter, or the presence of others to feel whole. This shift is incredibly freeing. You no longer crave large social gatherings or external approval to feel fulfilled. Instead, you learn to appreciate the simple joys of solitude, reading a book, taking a peaceful walk, or enjoying a quiet evening with a cup of tea. It's not that you dislike people, you just no longer need a crowd to feel complete. I remember a time when a friend invited me to a big party filled with music, dancing, and people I hadn't seen in years. I politely declined, opting instead for a cozy night in with my favorite mystery series and a bowl of popcorn. Younger me would have felt guilty or lame for skipping out, but now I felt nothing but pure bliss. The realization that your own company is enough is a powerful gift. Another reason for this shift is that energy becomes a precious resource. As we get older, we become acutely aware that our energy isn't limitless. Socializing, while enjoyable, can be one of the biggest drains. It's not that we don't love people, it's that we've learned to be selective about how, when, and where we invest our time. Compare the energy it takes to attend a big party versus a casual coffee date. A party means dressing up, making small talk with dozens of people, and staying on your feet for hours, leaving you utterly drained. A coffee date, on the other hand, offers meaningful conversation in a relaxed setting, leaving you feeling refreshed. And let's not forget the small luxuries of staying home. No stress over parking, wardrobe choices, or dietary restrictions. Sometimes, the ultimate pleasure is slipping into pajamas at 7 p.m. with nothing on the agenda but a quiet night in. It's not about avoiding people, it's about preserving your energy for what truly matters. With age also comes a refined ability to prioritize what really matters, particularly in relationships. You begin to understand that not every connection is worth maintaining, and that's perfectly okay. This isn't about bitterness or cutting people off. It's about recognizing that time and emotional energy are valuable. If a friendship feels one-sided or draining, it may no longer deserve your investment. I recall a longtime friend who left me feeling unappreciated after every conversation. After much reflection, I chose to step back, and in doing so, I created space for deeper, more fulfilling connections with those who genuinely valued me. Take a moment to reflect on your own circle. Do your relationships bring joy and growth, or do they feel like an obligation? It's never too late to set boundaries and prioritize meaningful connections. Life is too short to hold on to relationships that no longer serve you. Health and rest also become top priorities. As we age, our bodies send us clear messages. Take care of me, or I'll make you regret it. Activities that once seemed effortless, like late-night outings or crowded events, start to feel exhausting rather than exciting. The pounding music, constant conversation, and sensory overload of large gatherings can be overwhelming. What might have been a fun night out in our 30s now feels disruptive to our well-being. But that doesn't mean socializing has to stop altogether. Instead, we find ways to adapt, choosing smaller, more intimate gatherings where we can actually hear each other, or opting for daytime meetups that align better with our natural rhythms. Prioritizing your health isn't about missing out. It's about making sure you can fully enjoy the moments that matter. Another major shift is the appreciation for peace and quiet. As you get older, you come to understand the true value of stillness. It's not that you dislike activity, but you start to recognize how noise and chaos clutter the mind, while silence offers space for clarity. The contrast between a calm evening at home and the overstimulation of a crowded event becomes stark. In your younger years, excitement might have drawn you to loud environments, but now, quiet spaces feel like sanctuaries, offering the chance to breathe, reflect, and simply be. If you've noticed yourself craving peace more often, you're not alone. It's a natural part of aging and gaining perspective, and it allows you to nurture your inner world in ways that no party ever could. One of the most empowering aspects of aging is the growing sense of independence. You start to realize that your happiness isn't dependent on external validation. You make decisions based on your needs and values without feeling pressured by societal expectations. Learning to say no without guilt is a crucial part of this. For years, many of us have been conditioned to put others' feelings above our own. But with age comes the confidence to prioritize ourselves. I remember a time when a friend invited me on a weekend trip, but I was longing for a quiet weekend at home. Instead of making excuses, I simply said, "Thanks for the invite, but I'll pass this time." It was liberating to honor my own wishes without worrying about disappointing others. Independence isn't about shutting people out. It's about building a life that aligns with what truly makes you happy. Finally, aging teaches you to embrace time as a gift. You begin to see time as the most precious resource you have, and you become intentional about how you spend it. No longer do you feel obligated to say yes to things that don't bring joy or fulfillment. I recall being invited to a family reunion at the same time I had rediscovered my passion for painting. Instead of attending out of obligation, I chose to immerse myself in my art, and the satisfaction I felt was worth every moment. Society often pressures us to be constantly available, but when you start making choices that align with your happiness, you honor the time you've been given. It's not about isolating yourself. It's about ensuring that the moments you spend are meaningful and fulfilling. In the end, aging isn't about losing something. It's about gaining perspective. By valuing your time, energy, and peace, you embrace independence in a way that is both empowering and freeing. It's okay to say no. It's okay to prioritize yourself, and it's okay to live life on your own terms. If any of this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. And if you're still figuring it all out, that's okay too. This journey is yours to explore. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Until next time, take care and enjoy the beauty of this stage in life.